Hey, what's up, naughty community? Welcome back to my naughty hobby with Amber for another easy to follow crochet tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this X and O stitch sequence. As you can see here, it's got some dimensions, and when you flip it over, it's going to be opposite. So where there were X's, there will be O's, and it's so adorable. So let's go ahead and get started. For this tutorial, I will be using, let's see here, a 5mm hook or H and some worsted weight yarn. Pretty sure that this is Caron Simply Soft in yellow. However, I don't have a label on it, so any worsted weight yarn or yarn correlating with your hook size. In order for this pattern to work up correctly, if you want to have multiple of your X's and O's throughout your pattern, we are going to be working with a multiple of 12 plus 4 stitches for our foundation row. So what that basically is telling you is that in order for it to work up correctly and have your stitches fall where they need to be, that your starting chain is going to need to have a multiple of 12 plus 5 because we don't count our turn chain. So let's go ahead and chain up a total of 17. So I just did a slip knot there, and now we'll chain the 17. There's 10. And there's 17. Now working into our second chain from our hook, we're going to do a single crochet in that one and each stitch across. I'm going to be using the back bumps here. And so second from my hook, we'll go right there. So place a single crochet into each of these back bumps. And the biggest reason why I like to work my foundation rows into the back bumps is because it makes it a little bit easier to put a border on it when you're finished with your entire piece. So keep doing single crochets down to your last chain or last back bump, which is that one right there, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I'm at my last stitch here. So we're going to put that single crochet into our last back bump. I know I split my yarn. Come on. There, maybe. There it goes. From here, we're just going to chain 1, turn our work, and then do a single crochet into our first stitch and into each of our stitches across. And I'll meet you back at the end. All right, we've reached the end of row 2. Oh, I'm not going to chain at all. I'm just going to turn my work. And into the first stitch here, we're going to do a single crochet. And then we're going to insert our hook into that front leg, pull up a loop, Yarn over and pull through both, so another single crochet to do a standing double crochet. Now we're going to work a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Now we're going to yarn over twice to work a treble crochet, but we're going to skip the next 2 stitches and work that treble into that 3rd stitch. Work another treble into the next stitch. Now we're going to work another treble into the first skip stitch. So these ones are a little trickier. I yarned over twice. You insert your hook under both of those loops. Draw up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through remaining 2. Now we're going to yarn over twice again to work another treble crochet into the second skip stitch. Now get ready for another treble by yarning over twice. Skip the next 2 stitches and work that treble into that 3rd stitch. We're going to work another treble into our next stitch. Now this is the trickiest part of this pattern. We're going to work another treble crochet into that first skip stitch and then another treble crochet into that next skip stitch, but we're going to go over the front of these trebles, unlike the last ones we did where we went behind them. So yarn over twice, and the easiest way to do this is to kind of fold your work back to get to this first skip stitch, yarning over and pulling through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. Yarning over twice, and we're going to work a treble under this stitch here. You're going to want to go slow so you don't split your stitches. And then just finish that like you would your regular treble crochet. It should be looking like this. Now we're going to work a double crochet into our last 4 stitches, making sure that you don't put your first one here, because as you can see by these legs, we've already worked a stitch into this one. Okay, turn your work. We're going to work another standing double crochet into our first stitch. And then a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. And again, we're going to work that treble sequence. So go ahead and yarn over twice, get ready for that treble, skip the first two, and then work a treble into the next 2 stitches. Then we're going to work a treble into that first skip stitch, getting to it from behind the treble stitches that we just created. And we're going to work a treble into that next skip stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and work those trebles into the next 2. And now we're going to work the trebles over the front of the ones that we just created. Again, it's a little easier for me if I kind of fold those stitches forward to get at them from an angle, keeping the yarn in the front there. This isn't a hard stitch, it's just kind of awkward and you have to work it slow. So now we're going into that second skip stitch. There we go. So there's our X. And then work a double crochet into the last 4 stitches. So there's our X, and if you turn it around, you can see your O. Now from here, there's a couple of different ways that you can create a design. If you want it to be, and it's a little hard to see on this one, for it to go XoXoXo, then you're going to do 3 rows of single crochets. If you want them all to be on the same side, like XXX, and then on the opposite have it be OOO, you're just going to do 2 rows of single crochets. So for the demonstration purposes, I'm just going to be doing 2 rows of single crochets. So you chain 1 and turn your work, and then do a single crochet in your first stitch and into each of your stitches across. For all of your X's and O's to be on the same side, you'll just do the 2 rows, but if you want them staggering, do 3 rows. I prefer the look of 3 rows just because, I don't know, I think that it makes the design as a whole stand out more. Get done with these rows of single crochets so you can see how your design should look. If you've watched through the entire tutorial, I would love to hear from you. Your feedback is so valuable and important to me. I like to know that I'm reaching the right people and that I'm bringing you content that you find value in and enjoy making, or it challenges you. I don't know, just if you like my style of teaching, please let me know. So it helps to motivate me to create more content. But this is the X's and O's, hugs and kisses, stitch pattern sequence. To continue this on, you would just go back to those rows with double crochets and the trebles and repeat 2 of those same rows and then 2 or 3 rows of single crochets depending on the look that you're going for. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching my tutorial. I hope I'm able to connect with you guys again real soon. Happy hooking, and I'll chat with you all real soon. See you later.